and compassion. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help you get the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Call the trial attorneys you can trust. 877-42-LIBERTY.
Schweizo Construction is now hiring for skilled craftsmen, steel erectors, concrete workers, and general laborers. Schweizo Construction offers great benefits like premium wages, health and dental insurance, paid holidays and vacation, 401k with company match, life insurance, and disability insurance. They pride themselves on a legacy of 40 years built on integrity and trust. Joining their team means becoming part of a family that values hard work, dedication, and mutual respect. Apply today at schweizo.com. That's SCHWISOW.com.
Since 1983, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs have been an trusted and reliable company in Lincoln and the surrounding areas. Fast Mike's handles all sides of construction projects, home renovations, or big cleanouts. With the perfect size dumpster to fit your needs, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs will haul it all. With same-day delivery in Lincoln, affordable rates, and top-notch service, Fast Mike's Roll-Offs make cleanup quick and easy. Call now at 402-450-6828 or visit us online at fastmikesrolloffs.com. Book your dumpster today. Fast Mike's Roll-Offs, cleanup made simple.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Breaking here at the news desk. When you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, you can lock in your price for 2 years. Sources are confirming that when you stack Allo Internet, DirecTV, and mobile, your monthly price drops and you're locked in for 2 years. That's fiber fast internet, premium streaming TV, and reliable nationwide mobile coverage. And this just in, you must switch by Labor Day to secure that locked-in pricing for 2 years. Switch, stack, and save at allofiber.com/stack.
Bring new life to metal treasures with Kaiser Blasting and Coatings. From railings and fences to outdoor furniture and unique antiques, their expert team removes years of rust and weathering, then finishes each piece with a lasting powder coat. Trusted by industries across the region, now local homeowners and businesses can experience the same professional care. Visit KaiserBlasting.com or call 402-421-3559 to request your quote. Restore, protect, and make your metal shine like never before with the help of Kaiser Blasting and Coatings.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
You're listening to One-on-One with DP, brought to you by Canopy Street Market on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back. One-on-One. Again, shout out to Jalen Reyes for stopping by and adding to. Peter Kobelt, Husker Tennis, joins us. And you mentioned the guys are back at work. You're back at work. What's the schedule look like now for you? Well, what are the days like?
Yeah, right now we're in this wonky 8-hour period. So for everyone that doesn't know, it's like you're starting practice, but you're not really allowed to practice a lot. You get 4 hours of distinguished tennis time, and then the other 4 hours, totaling 8 hours, they're allowed to do physical activity. So they go and work out in the gym. So it's not a lot of time to work out with the guys, but we at least get to start. And we kind of manage the schedule a little bit. We're starting tomorrow, so we have 4 hours. We'll do an hour tomorrow, an hour Friday, and then 2 hours on Saturday. So get in a little bit of give them a little dose of what the fall is going to be like. So
Will there be any bonding over football? Is that
100%? Yeah, the boys love it. So
get together and have a full watch?
I think I don't know what they have planned, but the teams, that's one of my biggest priorities with the team is that we create an environment where they do stuff together, not just go to the training table and eat together, but hang out together. Once everything's done for the day, create. I think last year our team was really close, and I think those little things matter when it comes to some of these bigger matches that we were able to come through in last year. But it makes it more fun, when you know your guys really well, when you actually know them and care about them, and they become, while they're here, it's great, but then also later in life, 10, 20, 30 years down the road, you got like a friend for life, no matter where they are on the planet. So
yeah, it's funny. I am still friends with the guys I play ball with in college.
it's the best.
It's
the best. There's nothing like it's a deeper friendship, man. You look them in the eye and you're like, hey, that guy went through hell with me. We did all the fun stuff, all the winning, all the losing, college, studying, the whole shebang. And you just, you see him for the first time. It's like, it's just something you can't describe. So
let's go through the roster, the newcomers.
Yep.
Introduce folks to the new members of the roster.
Sure. So we'll start with Niels van der Siege. He's from the Netherlands. He was our first commit in the class. Tennis, loves tennis, just a tennis nerd, just up and down, lives it, eats it, breathes it, loves tennis, super competitive, big upside. He's still growing. He's still growing out and growing up. I mean, those are the types of players that I love to recruit just because, you don't have to, I'm not going to have to motivate them to want to do well. I'm not going to have to keep an eye on him at the training table, making sure he's eating the right stuff. He's going to be doing his homework as well. Like, he's just a well-rounded kid raised by a great family. And
say his last name again.
Van der. It's three words: Van, and then der, and then Siege. Sicijs.
I was looking at what's the acclimation process time for folks who are coming from different countries to come to Lincoln, Nebraska, and engage themselves in academics and athletics.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. I mean, and we run a tight ship too. So no matter how hard they've worked at home, the level of intensity is going to be higher than what they're used to, and then you're going to have to turn around and go to school right after and manage all that as well. So we're so lucky that we're set up with all the resources that we have. I know every time I come on, I talk about it, and I can't reiterate how important all that is. But the tutors and the academic support, the life skills, up and down the table there, it's just amazing. So it really allows the student athletes to really focus on their sport when they come to practice, and we're going to need them to. So.
Is there some nutritional adjustment as well?
I think the food's just different. The food that we have here at the training table is amazing. But the way they raise their cattle and their chickens and stuff overseas is different than how it is here. So sometimes they got to adjust a little bit here and there. But the tennis players are very well educated on nutrition at a young age, because that's kind of how our sport's designed. Novak Djokovic really revolutionized that in our game. So you have kids that are 15, 16, 17 years old who know what to eat already, know how to eat, and know when to eat. And I think that's pretty unique with the sport of tennis, just because you got to try and maximize your body, and it's becoming a really, really physical sport. But yeah, I mean, the nutritional side's, you are what you eat. And it's in tennis, you can't sub yourself out, so you gotta be able to do it.
That's why I didn't play tennis. I am a pizza. Who else is new? Who else is new to the roster?
Yep, we got another freshman, Jari Lasila from Finland. We same deal as Niels. Loves tennis. Not quite as tall and big yet, but he's got a lot of game. Very talented, cool under pressure. The moment doesn't get to him, so you can't. It's really hard to teach. He's him and Niels both have won a lot of matches in the juniors. Also hard to teach. It's really hard to teach winning, how to win. That takes time. These guys have it already. So even though they're freshmen and they're going to have to get used to everything, they're going to have to put on some muscle and grow and get used to college. They have the right bones and characteristics to be successful in year one here, and that's what we're looking for. So
How do you process that you have some idea about the depth of your roster, but placement, are you looking, do you know who your one is? Do you know who your two is? Do you know who the doubles are going to be, or does that play out throughout the course of fall?
I think last year there was a little bit of a pecking order. Calvin was the first team All Big Ten returner, and Anton had a national ranking last year. So those two are penciled up there at the top at 1 and 2, whatever way you wanted to order them at the beginning of the year. Calvin ended up playing mostly 1, but this year I think we got a team that's everyone can play everywhere, and I've never been on a team like that. I've never coached a team like that, so I'm really curious to see, who's gonna seize their opportunity and say, hey, I want to play number 1 for the Huskers this year. I want to play number 1 for the 5th best team in the conference. I want to be that guy. So that'll be what the fall is about. We're gonna learn a lot about our guys. I think you gotta really see what you got. You gotta put them under pressure. You gotta break them down and then bring them back up. But you gotta my job is to find out what we have, and then after that I'll have a better idea of who's going to be playing where and what. You have an idea now, but it's a new year, new team, new energy, and whatever happened last year doesn't matter. You're not entitled to success. You got to earn it each and every year, each and every day. So we'll see.
Is there a chance to use this to make the team incomplete better? That, quite frankly, compete, and you have a chance in that competition to get better.
Yeah, for sure. And we've made it clear, like, if you were a captain last year, you're not. There's no.
That's literally the next question.
There's nothing guaranteed you'll be a captain this year. You got to earn it again. We vote for captains at the end of the fall, so the whole everything you do from day 1 of practice up until captains are voted for in 3 months, like, it all matters. It all counts. But
what do you say to them defining what leadership should be?
My biggest thing with leadership is, you need to be whatever we dubbed this season the chase. And that means chasing, greatness every single day. So that means, okay, every decision that you make, is it helping the team move towards greatness, or are we taking a step back the other way? So if you're going to be a captain of the team, you've got to be choosing, this decision I'm going to make, no matter how big or small it is, it has to be the right decision in terms of pushing the team towards greatness, whatever that means for our team this year. Whether it's a Big Ten title, I don't know, but we're going to maximize what we got, and getting our guys to understand that your daily decisions, your daily habits are what build our team into a monster that no one's going to want to play and compete against come January, or a team that, someone's got to finish 8th, 9th, 10th in the Big Ten. It can be you guys too, if you want it to be. You guys, that's where the leaders of this team have to be choosing greatness with every decision they make. And then hopefully the youngsters and the new guys hop on board too.
You have 5 seniors, but leadership being formed and earned, not given.
Yeah.
But they are the placeholders for that 5th spot. They know what kind of work was put in. Sure. They also know some of the deficit that's required, right, for them to fill. Talk about the leadership in the seniors, because this is the final run for them. What's the expectation?
Yeah, I think what they learned last year was just, as my first year as the interim head coach, it was a little different. Last year I was actually the head coach, and they got a taste of me in the entire season and how long and physical it is, not just like physically on your body, but also mentally. The expectations of competing your hardest each and every single match is not easy, and they learned that last year. And some of them did well with it, some of them didn't. Out of those 5 seniors, and that's okay. But I think they understand me now. They understand what's coming. They understand how to manage their bodies better, their minds better. And I'm learning too. I'm improving too. But the Big Ten's only getting tougher, man. I'm telling you what. Like some of the recruits, the Big Ten's leveling up, just like in football and some of these other sports. Like the Big Ten ain't messing around. So they understand what's in front of them. They understand, they have a better understanding of me. They know what tomorrow's practice is going to be like. The freshmen don't, but they do. So, I'm going to lean on them, whether or not they're a captain or not. I always say everyone should be a leader. You should be yourself as a leader in your own eyes, no matter what anyone else votes or says. But yeah, these 5 guys are going to be instrumental to what we do this year for sure.
How do you keep from looking over the fence at your neighbors in the Big Ten Conference? You want to focus on your own work, but young people, we know this about teenagers. They look across the fence, man. They need to see what other folks are doing. How do you boundary that?
Yeah, I think you have to. I had a great coach in college, and the thing I remember the most is when he spoke, you felt him. It wasn't like talking to him or every coach says the right thing, but the players got to feel you, man. They got to feel you. They got to believe you. They got to feel you. It's got to be authentic. It's got to be from the heart, and they got to believe that the message you're giving them is the truth. These kids aren't dumb. They know what's going on. So, look, for me, it's like, guys, look, it's the first day of the fall. We can't win the Big Ten today, but we can most certainly lose it. We gotta, it's 1 hour and we're going to practice for 1 hour. Water bottles are filled up before practice. If you want to warm up your body physically, do all the band stuff. It happens before 8 a.m. And then once 8 a.m. comes, we got an hour of flying around. That's all we got. So we're going to be great for an hour, and then that's all we're allowed to do with you. And then we'll do it again the next day. But just trying to stack good days after one good day after another. I don't know. I just feel like with coaching, and specifically in tennis, it's more of like teaching the game. And I think what's unique about college is you can teach them how to compete and how to win. And that's something that I learned while I was in college. And I think that's the ingredient that keeps you good every year is hey, we're going to be some tough SOBs and we're going to compete and we're going to be tough no matter, what's going on. And from there, like, let's roll with the punches. And if you guys do that, you guys are going to be one hell of a team come May.
It's got to be cool to see the surrounding success of some of the other athletic programs, and it should move the needle. We'll go to break. We'll come back. 2 things I got to ask. One, what you think is going to happen to the U.S. Open? Because it's already, again, watching it form has been pretty brilliant. And then 2, what are your keys to tomorrow night? I need to know what Coach Kobelt thinks the Huskers need to do in order to get a win against Cincinnati. Peter Kobelt, DP. We'll be right back.
Harvest season is coming, and Acres has discounted many of our late model John Deere combines. Get thousands in discounts and upgrade for this year's harvest. Plus, you could save even more with interest rates starting as low as 1.9% on select units. Low interest rates combined with our huge discounts, there's not a better time to buy. Visit acres.com for all the details. That's AKRS.com. Restrictions apply. Offer ends August 31st, 2025. Subject to approved financing. Offer may change at any time without notice.
Hey fans, there's more winning at Amigos with the VIP Game Day giveaway. Every app scan is your chance to win premium tickets to a Nebraska football, basketball, and volleyball game, along with exclusive game day perks. And when Nebraska goes to a bowl, the winner also gets 2 tickets, lodging, and airfare to the bowl game. Weekly semifinalists will win free food for a year. Go Big Red. Eat at Amigos and enter to win.
Amigos is celebrating 45 years with exclusive Nebraska Legends collectible cups featuring Tom Osborne, John Cook, and some of your favorite Huskers. For every cup sold, 50 cents goes to teammates. Show your Big Red pride by getting all 4 of these collectible cups at Amigos.
This is Tom Osborne with the Teammates Mentoring Program. We have students on the waiting list for a mentor, and we want you to join the team. Learn more about mentoring and support teammates by visiting Amigos.
An overdose can happen in front of you and you might not realize it. Blue lips, slowed breathing, pinpoint pupils, choking sounds, unresponsive to touch or sounds. These signs aren't always obvious, but they can be deadly. Knowing what to do could save your friend, your neighbor, your child. Learn more by visiting myhealthymind.crediblemmind.com so you can be ready before it happens. This message is funded in part by the CDC OD2A grant.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
At Parkview Animal Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
Limitless Male says it's all fun and games until your testosterone plummets. Testosterone levels can start falling as early as age 30 with symptoms like no energy, poor sleep, brain fog, belly fat, muscle loss, and mood swings. If this sounds familiar, get your testosterone checked at Limitless Male. We'll get you back in the game with more strength, energy, and confidence. When you feel this good, you'll wonder why you waited so long to get a free consult at Limitless Male. Get scheduled today.
I'm Karen Carr. I've been a realtor for 31 years. When I made a company change 12 years ago, I chose Lincoln First Realty, now NP Dodge. It's the oldest independently owned realty company in the country. Since becoming NP Dodge, we've continued our tradition of community involvement. Our management and staff are always available to offer support in marketing, technology, social media, and educational opportunities.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Are you looking to upgrade or improve the garage door on your home? This is Cameron Hall of Doors Plus. At Doors Plus, we guarantee to offer a wide selection of options from 5 leading garage door manufacturers as we deliver a free estimate, exact measurements, and rapid installation with a 3 to 5 week time frame. When you choose Doors Plus for your residential garage door needs, you'll work with our experienced technicians and be ensured that your new door seamlessly complements your home. Give us a call at 402-590-5800 or visit us online at doorsplusllc.com. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
You're listening to One-on-One with DP, brought to you by Canopy Street Market on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It is Husker football eve. Peter Kobelt, Nebraska tennis head coach, in the room, and keys. Like if you're giving the pregame speech for Matt Rule, what are you pointing out to them as a coach?
Oh man, don't put the mic in my hand there.
Just say some
Matt's got those pregame speeches down. He's a killer with that 1 minute, man.
Yeah, but what are the keys? What do you want? Because it's that last thing that you want players to take with them, the thing that voice in their head. Planting seeds is what John Thompson used to always say in the pregame. What are the keys? If you're Nebraska football on the road, opening night.
I think you just gotta play discipline. They're gonna have to manage their emotions. I know they're super excited. It's going to be an insane venue. It's 90% Husker fans. The place is going to be bumping. Everyone's going to be there. Travis Kelce, the whole shebang. I mean, it's going to be about, can we just make this another day? Can we just do the basics well? I think they're a bigger, stronger, faster team than Cincinnati. I think they got more talent in the right positions. Some explosive guys on the outside, great running backs, offensive line's great. Dylan's obviously phenomenal. Quarterback coming in year 2. Defense is going to be strong. Like, can we tackle well? Can we not turn the ball over? Can we, play the last 2 minutes of the first half and the first 2 minutes of the second half well. Just fundamental football. Can we handle the emotions of the first game of the year? All that. I think that's going to be the key.
On the
Probably.
road, right? Travel. What do you do food wise? Is that catered from within, or is that you allowing your host to kind of set that up for you?
Football's a whole nother beast. They're traveling, a whole army down there. Tennis, we got 12, 13 guys, so we can kind of pick and choose what we want. We kind of see where we go. Some of the guys like certain restaurants, so if we find one of those there, we'll go. Our fan favorite for the team is Cava. Whenever we're on the road, Cava, it's like a Mediterranean Chipotle kind of deal.
Yeah.
Really good. Something Italian-ish or rice and proteins, that sort of deal. I have a rule that guys make fun of me. They think they're hoping I don't reinstate it this year, but I got a 24-hour no dairy rule. The dairy.
You mentioned that. I was wondering if you were gonna hold to that.
Absolutely, man. The dairy sits in your stomach, and it's tough to digest. So any young kids out there, if you're going out to play a game, no ice cream, no milk in the morning with your cereal. Get rid of that, and you'll start
What's
to
the
feel
breakfast
better.
then? No cereal, no milk. What's the breakfast?
Oats, toast, eggs, avocado, berries.
Protein.
Yeah, I mean that's where the eggs and if you want to add some some bacon, some bacon or
say it.
on tour, man. All the Europeans would eat smoked salmon. I'm just like, I can't do salmon in the morning, man. That's too much. But you should see some of the breakfasts out there, man, over across the world. Some of them are wild. So, but yeah, just stay away. I like to stay away from dairy. Everything digests better.
So you're telling Nebraska football, you telling the bigs, no dairy.
I'm not telling them anything. They do it. They know how those guys roll. The nutritional staff, Kristen Coggins, phenomenal. Flick, they do an amazing job. They'll have whatever they need down there to roll 100%. Those boys know what they need to eat. And
It's always cool perspective, right? That you get to see them on a day-to-day basis, see how they move, see how they work. And as Jalen said, this team looks a little different just physically. They look a little different.
Yep.
Your eyes to it as a coach, how's it look?
Yeah, same. They definitely look different. They got some athletes in the building. That's for sure.
Isn't that interesting that you pay attention to that thing? You like to believe that it's all the internal stuff, right? It's all heart character.
Sure. Well, I think you can't have one or the other. Like you have to have both. And I think that's what Coach Rule does such a good job of. He's coaching the small details. He's coaching the dotting your I's and the crossing your T's. And now he's got some guys that look like they can play on Sundays also doing that. And that's where you can kind of start to, build the harpoon, to really go and spear some of these top programs out there. So I think that's why Coach Rule's excited. Year 3, like I said, like I think we need to kind of get out of this year 3 thing, like a little bit. Like that's, Coach Rule's a phenomenal coach, guys. Like whether it's year 3 or year 4, year 5, like he's getting this thing going in the right direction. We're inside the training table every day. We see the guys. They're bigger, stronger, faster. They look different. They talk different. They walk different. Like they're getting better. So whether it happens tomorrow night or 1 year from now, it's coming. It's coming.
It's important to hear. It's important to hear. Like we get into our vacuum, and sometimes you can get caught up in it. That's why we ask you. That's why we ask you. Change the whole thing. And finally, who are the favorites in US Open? Who do you like?
I mean, you can't bet against Yannick Sinner. He's the best player in the world, best on hard court. Alcaraz is always going to be in there. I would hope that we see someone new, maybe start to fight their way in there. But right now, it's a 2-horse race in this thing, man. It's Yannick Sinner and Carlos Alcaraz.
On the women's side, who you got?
I'm gonna go with Coco Gauff, American.
She working on the serve.
Yeah,
working on the serve.
She's got to get it going. But she just hired a new coach. If she does, she got through round 1 last night. She can get a few more wins under her belt. Sky's the limit for her.
Coach, thank you, bro.
Thank you, DP.
It's always good. We're gonna do this regular, man. I told you.
Let's do it.
We got to figure out. Do we want to call it Nebraska tennis or the Peter Kobelt?
No, Nebraska, baby.
There
All
we
day.
go. There it is, bro. Don't go anywhere. The coach, Barry Thompson, joins us from Virginia. He'll break it all down for you here on the Ticket.